If you're contemplating which part of California or the LA area to move to, the South Bay offers some great options. With stunning sandy beaches, iconic piers, breathtaking views, laid-back vibes, and really friendly locals, the South Bay is an incredible place to live, away from the hustle and bustle of LA, but still close enough to commute if you need to. Now, of the 3 beach cities in the South Bay, Redondo Beach is the most affordable, but where you live really matters. So in today's video, I'm breaking down all the neighborhoods within the city of Redondo Beach, and I'm getting started right now. What's up, everybody? This is Shira Adatto, and here on this channel, I cover what it's like to live, eat, work, play in the South Bay and beach cities of Los Angeles. So make sure you hit that red subscribe button below if you want to stay in the know. Every week, I have people reaching out to me who are thinking of relocating here. They love to ask questions and get guidance, and I love hearing from you. So definitely do not hesitate to reach out if you're thinking of moving anywhere in the Los Angeles area. I've got your back when moving here. So today we're talking about where to live in Redondo Beach. So let's start out by taking a look at the map for a minute, and then we'll get into all the different neighborhoods and everything you need to know. The city of Redondo Beach is clearly divided into 2 sections, each with their own zip code. North Redondo, or 90278, and South Redondo, 90277. The dividing line is found at 190th Street, which is also called Nido as it gets further west. The northernmost border lies along Manhattan Beach Boulevard, and it continues as far east as Inglewood Avenue. North Redondo also borders Manhattan Beach along its western border on Aviation Boulevard. Highly rated public schools and beach life are huge draws for people moving to the South Bay. The award-winning Redondo Beach Unified School District is the largest South Bay school district. It has 7 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 main high school. For school ratings, you can go to greatschools.org or niche.com to read reviews. Redondo Union High School is the South Bay's oldest school. It opened in 1905. The campus is approximately 56 acres, and it is the 2nd largest campus in California and the 3rd largest in the nation. The school services both North Redondo and South Redondo residents. And many Hermosa residents also elect to attend since they don't have their own high school. They can choose between Redondo or Miracosta and Manhattan Beach. Some residents of North Redondo can also permit into Miracosta High and Manhattan Beach because of the proximity to the North Redondo neighborhoods. Redondo Union campus is in South Redondo, so it's a little farther for the northern residents. Homebuyers are drawn to North Redondo because it gives you access to quality public education, but also proximity to major commuter routes. And the varying property options offers more entry-level real estate pricing. It's home to aerospace and engineering companies such as Northrop Grumman. SpaceX is in nearby Gardena, as well as other tech companies in nearby Silicon Beach. And all this growth is what's contributing to the ongoing appreciation of real estate values in North Redondo Beach. So when developing North Redondo, the city granted zoning variances that allowed bigger lots to be broken up and shared by multiple homeowners to increase housing density. This is what gave way to the prominent 2 on a lot and 3 on a lot style homes found all throughout North Redondo. Another variance allowed for splitting lots with a 50-foot frontage to a 25-foot frontage, which resulted in the many tall and skinny style homes found in the Golden Hills, North Redondo neighborhood that borders Hermosa Beach and Manhattan Beach. To balance some of the density, the city sprinkled parkettes all throughout the North Redondo neighborhood. So you'll find a lot of little parks all throughout each of these neighborhoods. The 2 on a lot trend helped maintain affordability in the northern part of Redondo. It provides a great option to get into this area with more square footage. And these homes often have like a single family type feel to them. Many of the homes don't even share walls. They're separated by a garage or sometimes just by a yard. But by definition, it is legally a condo because you are on shared land. You share a driveway in most cases. So it's important to be aware of that. If you're the type to want complete privacy and autonomy and don't want to deal with neighbors, you'll want to look for a true single family. There are 4 main sections within North Redondo Beach. There's North Villas, South Villas, El Nido, and Golden Hills. Within North Villas is also the area known as TRW Tract. These are highly sought after streets with a more suburban neighborhood feel, offering exclusively single-family homes on private lots with both front and backyards. The TRW tract is so desirable that once people move in, they rarely move out, which contributes to a great community feel, but it's also difficult to come by those homes. North Villas is the area north of Artesia Boulevard and borders Lawndale to the east and Manhattan Beach to the north and west, which is part of what makes it so desirable. It's also convenient to freeway access, as I've mentioned before. Lincoln Elementary and Madison Elementary are both located in this area. North Villas is where you'll find a lot of these two-on-a-lot style homes. When you live in North Redondo, you also don't have direct beach access, but Hermosa and Manhattan Beach downtown areas and their piers are just a few short miles west. So that's where a lot of the locals will hang out. You're also close to great shopping with several Trader Joe's to choose from. The newly remodeled Manhattan Village Mall is nearby, and The Point, which all have great dining and shopping options. South Villas is the area south of Artesia Boulevard. It's also characterized by a lot of two-on-a-lots, but some blocks have more three-on-a-lot style homes and some apartment buildings, so it gives it a slightly more densely populated feel. Washington Elementary and Burney Elementary can both be found here. As you go further south of Grant Avenue, you'll find more single-family homes, and that also is where Adams Middle School is. El Nido is a small outlier area off of Ripley Avenue and Inglewood Avenue, and it's characterized by smaller streets, but a lot of single-family homes. It borders Torrance to the east, and a short drive west up 190th, you'll hit the Redondo Pier. Now, there's a small pocket of El Nido that falls under the city of Torrance, so definitely check your zoning before purchasing a home here because it can sometimes have a Redondo address. El Nido is probably your best bet to get the most affordable single-family home in a traditional neighborhood type street in all of Redondo. A lot of the homes were built in the 1950s. They tend to be a bit smaller, but a lot of them have since been updated. They have more typical size lots. You'll get a nice yard. And a lot of folks are buying up these homes and building them up, building them bigger or even a story up. It's a really quaint neighborhood where the homes typically are set back from the main street, so it provides that storybook curbside appeal with both a front yard and larger backyards. Residents in El Nido really enjoy being close to Target and the South Bay Galleria Mall, as well as being within walking distance of both Washington Elementary and Adams Middle School. These two schools are actually right next to each other, which makes it really convenient if you have different age kids in both of those schools, so it makes it easier for drop-off and pickup. As you travel south, South Redondo has a whole different vibe. Here you start to feel more like you live in a quaint beach town. There are three main areas in South Redondo: north of Torrance Boulevard, south of Torrance Boulevard, and west of Pacific Coast Highway, which is where the Avenues is. And then there's a bonus area called Hollywood Riviera, which I'll explain in a bit. In South Redondo, the neighborhoods have clusters of themed street names. So close to the high school, you'll have the gem streets with names like Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, and then you'll have the name streets where you'll find streets like Maria, Juanita, Irina, Paulina. These streets are characterized by a nice blend of single-family homes and a mix of a few two-on-a-lots as well. And the streets tend to feel wider than North Redondo, making it feel more spacious, a little more spread out, and lots of beautiful trees. All these areas that I just described are in north of Torrance Boulevard and east of Pacific Coast Highway. Some homes east of Pacific Coast Highway, even though they're still east, have an ocean view because they sit up on a hill. Barrel Heights Elementary is located in this pocket, as well as Paris Middle School. South Redondo residents and some Golden Hills residents will attend Paris Middle School as opposed to Adams in the north. South of Torrance Boulevard, you have a lot more curvy, hilly, beautiful tree-lined streets with many more single-family homes on larger lots. Some of the most beautiful homes and more sprawling mansion-like homes are in this section of South Redondo. And located in this area is Alta Vista Park, a beautiful 19-acre park with tons of open green space, and it's also where Alta Vista Elementary is located. And also located here is Wilderness Park, an 11-acre site in South Redondo dedicated to conservationist study, and it's open to the public for overnight camping excursions. It's a beautiful nature oasis right in the heart of the city and such a great escape and super fun for the kids. In the summer, the south of Torrance area is home to the annual South Bay Greek Festival, which is a hugely popular summer event. And there's also a pocket south of Torrance, but east of PCH, known as the Upper Avenues, Avenues A through G, which have a different feel than the lower avenues on the west side of PCH, because here the land begins to climb a hill which offers ocean views. Living along the Upper Avenues is highly desirable because there's a really tight-knit neighborhood feel, coupled with great location that's close to the Riviera Village, and many homes in this area and the avenues offer larger lots with pool-sized backyards. And we're seeing a lot of the older homes in this area get rebuilt into beautiful, sprawling new construction homes. If you cross over Pacific Coast Highway and head towards the ocean, this is where you'll find some of the most expensive real estate in Redondo, including the highly sought-after Avenue Streets, which offer a nice mix of charming older homes and newly built homes and a huge variety in architecture, with the benefit of being just a few blocks to the beach. The lower avenues are flat, unlike the upper avenues, so they're highly walkable because you're steps to the ocean and also Riviera Village. The lifestyle here is so sought after that homes rarely go on the market, and when they do, they usually go very quickly. Both Alta Vista and Tulita elementary schools are located in South Redondo. Now, unlike its neighbors, Hermosa and Manhattan, South Redondo does not have strand front homes. Coastal properties in Redondo are up on the Esplanade, which runs along a cliff that leads down to the sands of the beach and the walking and biking paths. The Esplanade begins just 1 block south of Veterans Park, and here you'll find many large condo buildings for the most affordable beachfront living with spectacular views. As you head south on the Esplanade, the zoning changes, and there it becomes more private lots with single-family homes. South Redondo is also where Riviera Village is located, fabulous shopping and dining, and also the Redondo Pier. Locals don't tend to hang out at the pier. It's definitely more for tourists, but it is quite beautiful and could be a really fun outing with lots of great food options. You can go paddling and kayaking. It's also where the annual Kite Festival is held in the spring. Now, I also want to give honorable mention to the area known as Hollywood Riviera. This is, in my opinion, the crown jewel of the South Bay, with some of the most beautiful tree-lined hilly streets, many of which offer ocean views, and a really quaint, closely connected community. However, even though it has a Redondo Beach address, Hollywood Riviera technically falls under the City of Torrance and Torrance School District, so it's a bit confusing. I did a full video on Hollywood Riviera, so you can go check that out. If you love these videos, I'd be so grateful if you could hit that thumbs up button and give it a like, and you should definitely check out my other videos on Redondo Beach. In fact, there's a whole playlist including the pros and cons of Redondo Beach, what you need to know before living here, the difference between north and south, the cost of living in Redondo Beach, and I give a couple of neighborhood breakdowns, which I'm constantly doing more of, so be sure to get subscribed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.